How's this one? I'm ready! Hello everyone and welcome to our August Harvest of the Month. My name is Stephanie, I'm the Culinary Coordinator for Idea Public Schools.
And I'm Daniela, I am the Senior CNP Executive Chef for Idea Public Schools.
And I'm so excited to get us started with our Harvest of the Month this year, and the fact that it's still so hot here in South Texas, I think watermelon is a good place to start.
Agreed.
Yes, and I want to give a really big shout out to Farmer Priscilla out at Idea San Benito down here in the valley. She's been growing these beautiful watermelon in her farm all summer long. She's been working so hard, and now these are ready to go.
You know what, it's really good and interesting that watermelon is a summer fruit because this baby contains a lot of water, 91% to be exact.
That's a lot of water. I guess that's why it's called watermelon.
Oh.
So I'm really excited because today we're going to show you guys how to use an entire watermelon with two really cool recipes, one of them being watermelon agua fresca, and then we're going to use the rind of our watermelon to make a watermelon rind kimchi.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start by cutting up this watermelon. I'm gonna cut it up in a very specific way just because I know we're gonna make our agua fresca and we're going to make our watermelon rind kimchi. So the first thing I'm gonna do to make sure I'm not working with a wobbly item is cut it in half to get that flat end.
Ooh.
I love it, it's like a nice surprise.
Yeah, it's so juicy looking.
So to cut this, like I said, we want to work with a flat surface. You see, it's going to be easier to control like this. And like I said, we're just going to use it in this way because of what we're making today. But I'll start chopping it in this fashion so that we can get our agua frescas going. After these are all chopped up stuff, I would love your help in putting this into the blender.
Okay.
These are just going to kind of hang out there while we start our kimchi because our kimchi is going to take a little bit of a time, so we would like that to sit. All right, so let's get this watermelon rind prepared for the kimchi.
Do it.
Yeah. So what I want to start doing this, like again, when we cut the watermelon in half, we do want to cut this into like maybe smaller, manageable pieces. So we'll see how that works out for me. And then the other thing is I'm going to use a smaller knife. A smaller knife is going to help me control all my cuts. So like I said, what we want to do is remove the greens. The greens can be a little bit bitter. You don't really want that in there, but again, no waste, minimal waste. We want to make sure that we're just taking off as little as we can. You see I'm kind of doing this. That's probably like the easiest way I'd say to do it. We're going to do this for a little bit and peel the rind off of the rest of this, and then we're going to start chopping it up for the kimchi preparation. Okay. So we're done with the little peels, and this is all we kind of have to throw in the trash.
That is so amazing. My trash can's gonna be so happy with how much lighter it is.
Your arms are gonna be so much happier that you don't have to throw all that away.
Yeah.
Also, yeah. So I'm gonna show you guys how to cut it up. Remember when I said earlier, when we're cutting up the kimchi, we probably want to just have it all consistently cut. Not probably. Have it all consistently cut so it's all cooking, fermenting at the same time. The thinner and smaller it is, the faster it's going to get ready, and then actually the bigger it is, which you can do big chunks if you like it like that, it'll just take a little longer. So I'll just kind of do this little.
Wow, Daniela the fruit ninja.
Oh yeah, I practice on that game. All right, so we went ahead and finished it up just using the knife method. Steph, will you help me with the rest of this?
Sure.
The steps are all easy. You're just gonna add some salt onto your watermelon rinds. This is gonna be based off of how much watermelon you use, but you do wanna get it nice and coated. And then after, this is set, we're gonna sit that for a bit, let it cook down with the salt, and work on that step after we finish our agua fresca.
Nice. Okay, so in our blender, we already have all of that watermelon that Daniela cut up for us. I also have some water in here, but of course, watermelon has a lot of water already in it. So depending on, how liquidy you want this, maybe you don't even need that much water. And then the only other ingredient we're adding to this is sugar. You can add any sugar that you'd like. We're using just regular sugar, but you can use honey, agave, or any other alternate sweetener. And then this is just gonna get blended up. It's gonna be so fast. All right, oh my gosh, look at this agua fresca.
Oh, yum.
So I'm not straining this agua fresca because watermelon has a lot of fiber that helps keep you full and satisfied for much longer. And so we want all of that, all of those watermelon benefits. But of course, if you want a smoother drink, then you can strain this. I'm just gonna put this in the refrigerator and let it cool while we finish up with our kimchi.
Okay, so we're back with our kimchi. How long did it sit in the fridge for?
About an hour.
It sat for an hour with that salt. When I brought it out, I actually put it in a colander and I ran that under cold water just to rinse off that salt. It already got penetrated into the watermelon itself, so we don't want that extra saltiness. Okay, so to finish up putting our kimchi together before we let it sit again, we're gonna add a couple more ingredients for the flavor. Again, going with the no waste. We're gonna use the entire green onion, but what we do wanna do is we wanna cut these into strips. All right, and so when you're done chopping all that up, we're gonna mix that in as well. And we'll talk about the other ingredients now. Steph, would you mind helping me out?
Sure.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with some sweetener. We're using some honey today. Next, we're using what's called gochujang, and this is a red pepper flake. You can find this at like Asian markets. Sometimes your local grocery store will have it. Obviously, the less you use, the less spicy it'll be. It's not like super spicy, so don't be afraid of it, okay? And I'm using some minced garlic, just from a jar. And the next ingredient is gonna be ginger. And actually what I'm gonna show you guys just with the ginger is just how easy it is to use one of these and to cut it up. I'm using a spoon actually to peel it off. And it's gonna work that easily. Yeah.
You know all the kitchen tricks.
All the kitchen. Well, yeah, you gotta do this fast. Especially feeding all those kids, doing like 1,500 kids at a time, Steph. All right, and then you could actually do this one of two ways. You could cut it up the way I'm going to right now into strips, or you can actually use like, there's actually a little garlic and ginger.
Oh, like a little microplane?
There we go.
Oh,
You know
I
all
know
the
the words.
All right, so I'm just gonna cut those into little strips. And then I'm gonna kind of run my knife, so it's kind of like the same method that I used for that watermelon. Cute sticks. I got a little bit more for you there.
Perfect.
And there's your spoon.
All right.
All right, so we mix this all up nice and good. We're gonna put some plastic wrap over it. And then this is going to sit overnight. That's gonna be the best way to enjoy it the next day. But, you know, if you forgot about it, just like we always forget to thaw out the chicken, you can make this actually just a couple of hours ahead. And that salt already softened up a lot of that watermelon rind. And again, the smaller it is, the quicker it is, the bigger it is, the longer it'll have to sit. Still good anyway.
Okay, so our watermelon rind kimchi has been doing its thing, and our agua fresca, of course, has been chilling. Let's get this plated. I want a nice big scoop of this watermelon kimchi right here.
Oh, looks so good.
So good. It smells amazing. And Chef Daniela, what do you have for our plate here?
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Tell me.
honestly, you could totally eat it like this,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be a really good midday like snack if you're snackish, or even lunch. But I'm gonna take it up a notch.
Do it.
I'm gonna put an egg on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it off to the side,
Look at that pretty egg.
and
We
I
have
have
to
some
make it
sessions right now. Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
tell me.
All right, so this is some just some crunchy chili oil, and I'm gonna pour that right on top. Yummy, yummy.
I
I'm
don't
sure
know if
you've
you know.
seen this.
Yeah, how much I love spicy food.
Oh my gosh, okay.
So.
There's a whole jar, it's ready. And then I'm also just gonna add some rice seasoning that I like. Not only does it add amazing flavor, but look how cute it looks.
Wow.
So that'll be good to go.
All right, that's a complete plate. Let's set this off to the side and pour our watermelon agua fresca. One for you, one for me.
Oh, we should have cut up some lime. Put a little bit. It's a
little
chili
garnish.
Oh,
man.
all right. Failure today, but next time.
Well, this is our watermelon agua fresca and our watermelon rind kimchi. Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to visit our website at ideapublicschools.org, where you're going to find these recipes, activities for the kids, and so much more. And until next time, happy cooking!